Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my best Disney World resorts for little ones. I hope you guys are ready. I'm sharing everything from value to deluxe villas and everything in between of what our favorite and recommended resorts are for you and your little ones. So let's jump into it. Just a little overview here of the video at the beginning. I will have everything timestamped down below for all of the different types of resorts and our favorites there, so you can check that out and be able to jump to the section that you need to. As an overview for my new Disney parents that have just joined us, welcome to the club. It's addictive. But just so everyone is aware, all of the resorts that are Disney owned and operated have bus transportation to all 4 of the theme parks, both of the water parks, as well as the Disney Springs shopping area. And so there is a lot to do and see just with bus transportation, but some of the resorts I'm going to mention have more transportation options besides buses. But a bus is a great start, and that comes complimentary with your stay. All of the resorts obviously have pools. They have a main feature pool, and then they also have some little quiet leisure pools that are typically your standard just jump in kind of pool. But a lot of the others also have splash pads and things like that. So we're going to talk about that too. And then last but not least, all Disney resorts have some sort of quick service dining. And so that is usually consists of something of chicken nuggets, burgers. They have breakfast in the morning, so you can get like Mickey waffles and scrambled eggs, things like that. So a lot of your standard food, all of the resorts are gonna have that. So you're gonna have food in-house. Another thing that all Disney resorts offer is movies under the stars. And you can actually get a schedule when you check in at your Disney resort, because they vary from resort to resort. They're not the same across the board, but they have somewhere on their property at the resort that you're staying at has a blow up either movie theater, or if you're at Wilderness Lodge, they actually have an amphitheater, which is really, really cool. But they all show a different Disney movie every single night. It usually happens around 7 or 8. Sometimes it depends on the season as to what time it is, but check out that and you can enjoy that. It's usually even close to the pool, so sometimes you can hang out in the pool and swim and watch Disney movies. Very cool, very fun experience. And so all of those come standard with whatever Disney resort you choose. But let's jump into the values. Now, I have 2 favorites. I couldn't just do one, but I have 2 favorites for the value category, and we've stayed at both of those, enjoyed both of them. They're great resorts. But the first one is All-Star Movies. Now, with this resort, you can get either a standard hotel room that sleeps 4 people in a regular room, or they also offer family suites for just a little bit more money. That'll actually sleep 6 people. So if you've got mom and dad and 2 kids, and you've got grandma and grandpa coming along, then you have room for everybody. Everybody's under one roof, and it also comes with a nice little kitchenette. So that's a nice option if you have a larger family and you're more on a budget. And so those rooms are the lowest prices on Disney property is in the value category. The reason I like All-Star Movies is because of all of the different Disney movie things. Now, obviously, if you've perused the Disney website, you know of Art of Animation, but to me, that is not value. That's expensive. They're more towards the moderate and can even get close to deluxe prices for those suites. And so while yes, Little Mermaid and Lion King and Cars and all those things are amazing, it's a little expensive to stay there. So movies is a great option if you're on a budget, which we have been multiple times. So we have stayed there and loved it so much. Their feature pool actually is themed around Sorcerer Mickey and Fantasia. So if you have a little Mickey lover in your life, it's a great option, as well as they have a Toy Story section. I don't know about you guys. I grew up as a 90s kid. I love Toy Story. So taking my girls to see those is so cool. And those larger than life characters, you've got Buzz and Woody and Jessie and all the little green army men and all the things. And so it is a great section to request if you have a little Toy Story lover in your life. Another great section there is 101 Dalmatians. So if your little one loves puppy dogs, they have a Pongo and Party right there, and they are larger than life, just like Buzz and Woody over in the Toy Story section. And so it's a really, really cute resort if you're on a budget and looking for something fun to do with your kids at Disney. The other value resort that I highly recommend is Pop Century. We have stayed there numerous times over the years and really, really enjoy it. Now, this one that is set apart from All-Star music. While it has all of the characters and theming, if your little ones are super into that, if you have more of a baby that they really don't care if they see a larger than life Buzz Lightyear, then you can always opt for Pop Century. And the nice thing about Pop is that it also not only has the bus service, but it also has the Skyliner, which is Disney's newest form of transportation. It's really cool, and it takes you either to Hollywood Studios or Epcot. So if you are into food and you like to go to Epcot and get some food and drinks, that is a great way to hop over there and not have to ride a bus. Or if your little one is into Disney Junior, you can easily go to Hollywood Studios and see all of the fun there, as well as if your family is into Star Wars, Hollywood Studios is the park, but you can get to either one of those via this Skyliner. And so those are my two favorites for the value category. Now on to the moderates. All right guys, future Ashley popping in here because this video is actually sponsored by the company Joymor, and they are sponsoring with this amazing pack and play. So let's take a few seconds and set it up. Okay, wasn't that the easiest thing to set up? Like, we've had a few different pack and plays in the time that we've had our girls, and this is seriously the easiest one to set up ever. Plus, it has this fun little peekaboo window here that they can crawl in and out of, so it can be a little play zone. But then if you want them to be able to come out of the pack and play and explore the room, it's absolutely amazing. Plus, if you have an infant, it comes with a bassinet too. So this is a 2-in-1 system. So not only can your older baby use it, but your little one, it works perfectly. You can slide it right over beside of the bed if you're traveling. This thing is amazing. It's under 12 pounds, so it's not very heavy at all. It packs up very small for travel. So if you're on the go, if you're going to a Disney resort, which is what this video is all about, then you can totally take this thing along with you. It's very easy, doesn't take up a lot of space. So highly recommend the Joymor pack and play. And so thank you again to Joymor for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the fun. Our hands down favorite moderate is Port Orleans French Quarter. We absolutely love it. It's a little bit smaller, so it's not as spread out, not as much walking to do, so things are close. Even if you're in the furthest building, it's honestly not that far. So that is a really good perk of that. When you come back to your resort, to your home, away from home, from a long day at the Disney parks and your feet are tired, they will thank you for not having to walk even further when you get off of that bus or boat. Another great thing that we love about the French Quarter is their pool, and especially their kiddie pool. They have the best little splash activity playground. It's like all of that all into one. I don't even know what you call it, but it's like almost like a little aquatic theme park for your toddler. And it is the coolest little thing. They've got alligators and this big slide, and it's just really, really cool for little ones. So you can lounge and relax and let your little one play and get some of those wiggles out, and everybody is a happy camper. And another perk of staying at French Quarter is you are only steps away from the Mickey-shaped beignets. If you have not tried those, you're missing out. I love my Disney snacks, and so that is one of our favorites. We love to go over to French Quarter and grab some beignets when we can, so highly recommend doing that as well. And the last two things that I love about French Quarter is that you're not limited to just your pool. You can actually go over at this resort to its sister resort, Port Orleans Riverside, and swim in their pool. And so all you have to do is walk down the sidewalk path along the river, and you will come along to the Riverside Resort, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is southern and the plantation looking resort buildings and absolutely gorgeous. Another great thing you can do there is rent the Surrey bikes. So those are either 2 or 4 person bikes, and so little ones, they actually have a bench up front that they can sit in. They can ring the bell. It is just so much fun, and so all the family can pile in the bike and just pedal around the resort and explore, get a little exercise in, and it's just a fun way to spend a resort day pool hopping and riding the bikes around. It's an absolute blast. And then last thing that I love about French Quarter is not only do you have buses to all the parks, but you also have the nice relaxing boat ride to Disney Springs. So if you're doing that resort day and you want to pop down to Disney Springs for a nice dinner after you've had all of your fun at the pool, then you can go back to your room, get freshened up, hop on the boat and ride it all the way, relaxing along the way down the river to Disney Springs, grab some nice dinner, do a little shopping, pop over to Gideon's for a cookie. Those are one of our favorites, but do some of those fun things and then come back and you're good to go. You've had a magical day at your resort and you didn't even step foot into a theme park. And now we're to the deluxe category, and personally and even financially, I would suggest bumping up one more category. Don't just stay deluxe, move on to deluxe villa. If you're used to a standard room that sleeps 4 people, moving from that to a studio villa is not that much of a jump, as well as it comes with a few extra little perks. Like the fact that you'll have a kitchenette right there in your room. You get your microwave, your coffee maker, you have a separate sink that's not just the one in the bathroom. You have one there, so if you have little ones, especially if you are breastfeeding or doing bottles or pumping or whatever, and you have all of that stuff that goes along with traveling with a baby, having that extra separate little sink that you can wash bottles or pump parts or even just cups as an adult. When you have your resort refillable mugs, you can do a little dishes there in that sink and keep everything separate from your toothpaste and all the stuff that goes on in the bathroom. And so that is really nice, as well as it comes with a mini fridge, so you can stock that with bottled water, some juice boxes, any kind of snacks, pouches that your child might need. That comes in really, really handy, especially for those long days in the parks when you're wanting to take snacks and avoid those expensive ones in the parks. It's a great way to do that. Now, when it comes to the deluxe villa category, I've divided this into 3 sections. The first section is most economical for this price range, and that is going to be Saratoga Springs. That is my hands down best pick if you're needing something that's a little nicer, but you need to save money all at the same time. You're not quite ready for that top of the line monorail resort and spending that kind of money, but you do want to splurge just a little bit more than your standard value or moderate resort. We love Saratoga because it is right across the way from Disney Springs. You can literally walk there. Like, you don't have to get on a boat or a bus or any sort of transportation. You can literally just walk along the little lake and you're right there, can explore all of Disney Springs and everything that it has to offer. Another great thing is, yes, it has its large main pool, which is so much fun. It's 0 entry and there's a nice little like splash area that even like a little baby, they can sit there and like splash in the water. Super cute. But our personal favorite is the paddock section, and you can actually request this when you're doing online check-in, and that's what we like to do, is as close to we can get, if not in the paddock section. That's one of our favorites because it has an amazing pool all its own, as well as it comes with a snack bar. And if you're traveling with a baby or toddler, which obviously if you're watching this video you probably are, but if you are, then they have the coolest splash pad. And so this one beats a lot of the others at this category of resort, and so we really enjoy it. So if you have a little one that is a water bug like my girls are, then you definitely want to take some time and enjoy the paddock pool and splash pad. Now, my second and third options are either close to Magic Kingdom or are close to Epcot. So depending on if you're Kingdom or Epcot people, will depend on which one of these you're wanting to pay attention to. And starting out over at Epcot, our favorite resort for a baby toddler is Beach Club. The resort is beautiful. The pool is, if you are pool people, this is the pool of all pools. Like, it is the coolest one on Disney property, hands down. It is called Stormalong Bay and it is amazing. It is like beach and sand, and they have this really cool water slide in the little kiddie area, and just Everything is amazing. They also have one of our favorite spots to get ice cream, Beaches and Cream. And so it is like a old school soda fountain ice cream style place, and it's super, super cool. It's cute and little and quaint. So it can be a little difficult to get a reservation, but if you can snag one, snag it. Take it and go. It is so good. They have some of the best chili fries as well as desserts on the planet. But if you can't get a reservation, they actually have a walk-up window. So the ice cream can come right out the window to you, no reservation required. And so that is really cool. You can be hanging out at the pool, walk over, get your Beaches and Cream, and it's amazing. They also have a few different table service restaurants as well as an awesome quick service. Plus, you are only steps away from the International Gateway, which is the little second side entrance into Epcot. So if you're Epcot people and you love to eat and drink around the world, then Beach Club is your go-to because it is the literal closest to the park as you can be for Epcot. So highly recommend that. And the last of this deluxe villa section here is the Magic Kingdom area. Now, if you are a Kingdom family like we are, then you're gonna love these two picks because I couldn't just pick one. I have to tell you both of them. But starting out with my all-time favorite resort, if you see a Disney commercial, this is the quintessential Disney resort, and it's Grand Floridian. It is absolutely beautiful. They have all sorts of dining. You are only steps away from the Magic Kingdom. Now that they have installed an actual walkway, you are literally able to walk from the resort to the park. You can take a boat to the park, or you can take everybody's favorite, the monorail. So lots of options of getting to and from the Magic Kingdom if you are Kingdom family and you want to stay close to the magic. This is a really great option. They have an awesome, I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talking about splash pads, but they have a really awesome Mad Hatter themed splash pad. It is so much fun. Their main pool is beautiful. There's lots of little quiet pools that you can go to if you're wanting something a little further away to relax. And they also have a beach area. So if you want to go play in the sand, build a sand castle as a family, it is a beautiful place. As well as in the evening, go and grab some dinner and then walk down to the beach, sit and enjoy the fireworks across the lake. Oh my goodness, it is my favorite, and I swear I will always want to stay at the Grand Floridian. Now, finishing up with the last resort, if you are a Magic Kingdom person, is Polynesian. It is absolutely beautiful, has lots of dining options. As far as transportation, you can either take the monorail or the boat over to Magic Kingdom. If you're into walking, it's a lot further of a walk, but you can walk along the walkway all the way past Grand Floridian and around to Magic Kingdom. It's a lot of walking, but if you're into long, relaxing strolls and looking at Disney resorts and seeing the lake, then definitely take a leisurely stroll and check that out, as well as you are right next door to the TTC, which is the Ticket and Transportation Center. You can take the monorail over there and actually switch monorails to the Epcot line and go all the way to Epcot. So not only do you have direct access to Magic Kingdom, but you can get almost direct access to Epcot. So highly suggest checking out the Polynesian. Again, beautiful area, beautiful grounds. They have a beach area as well, just like at the Grand Floridian. Lots of places to play and build sand castles and watch the fireworks. An amazing pool. It is beautiful. The splash pad's amazing. You can even get Dole Whips here. So if you're a Dole Whip people and love those, then you can literally get that at your resort, go and sit on the beach, watch the fireworks. It is just all sorts of magic all into one resort, so highly recommend that. But that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, as well as go on down to the comment section and leave us a comment with your favorite Disney resort to take your little one to. I think it is so much fun getting to share stories and experiences about taking our babies to Disney and experiencing the magic, so I would love to hear all about it. And if you're new here and you haven't hit the red subscribe button and you love Disney magic and motherhood, go on down and hit the red subscribe button and join our internet fam. We would love to have you, but I will see you guys right back here for the next one. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye.